Hey everyone, it's Zara and I am back to film my monthly rewind, and this time I'm going to be using a kit from Sticker Guru, and I love this artwork so much. I got it in a monthly kit from Sticker Guru, and then I got it in a weekly kit from the Paperly Bowtique, and I haven't used my weekly kit quite yet, but I'm hoping to use it sometime soon. But it just totally reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast, or kind of in like a modern way, if that makes sense, like Belle and everything with reading. But I really love it. So here's the first page. So you have the pieces that go on the September and then cover up the days not in the month. You have the date flags and then some icons. Then you have a sidebar sticker, and it's one sticker, which will be really nice. You have a couple of extra stickers to cover up days not in the month. These ones for right here, and then just some boxes for, decorating some extra days. And then you have some quarter labels. Then you have a couple more labels, the rest of the date numbers. Then you have the banner for this side, and then you have some vacation strips, some blank headers, bill dues, and then you have some holidays and paydays. So a very nice little 3-page kit. And so to get started, I'm just going to lay down the basis. So just lay down the top, cover up days not in the month, and then do the sidebar, and then, and probably put down the date numbers, and then I will be back to go over like all of the plans for this month. Okay, there is everything laid down so far. I really love how it's turning out. I think it's just really pretty. So, starting on the first, we just had a really busy day at work, and then I came home and we had a JLynnPaperCo PR team live, and so I'm going to use this little desk sticker from Pretty on Paperco to mark that, because that was just kind of fun, and after a long day, it was nice to kind of relax and have a glass of wine and chit chat with some friends. So then on to the second. On the second, I went and got pie just to kind of celebrate making it through a nice long weekend. So I'm going to use this pie sticker from the sticker party. Side note, if you know any shops that have really cute pie stickers, link them below, because I love pie. And I have like a lot of stickers that are pumpkin pie, but I like pie all year round, not just in the fall. And I like this one because it's pretty neutral. It could be any kind of pie kind of a thing. But if you know any shops that do it, send me their links, because I would like to buy some pie stickers. Okay, then getting back to the third. And this pie was so good. It was it was pineapple, coconut, cream cheese pie or something like that. It was probably the best piece of pie I've ever had in my life. It was amazing. It was huge, just delicious. So anyways, then on the third, after a long weekend, I did some memory spreads that I had been neglecting and hadn't gotten done yet, and just kind of had some relaxing time planning. So I'm going to use this little paper clip sticker. This is from Prickled Pear Studio, which is rebranding to the Littlest Planner. And then we have on the 4th, I just had a nice little reading binge, and I'm going to use these from the Paperly Boutique. I think I'm going to just use a giant one, just to mark down my reading binge, but I love her little doodles. Then on to the 5th. The 5th I bought my coffee table, and I was really impressed with myself because I was like, a big kid adult purchase, because most of my furniture has kind of just become, it's like been hand-me-downs or IKEA or things like that, and so this was like my first adult furniture purchase, and so I was really like impressed with myself. So I want to mark that down, and that is from Sticker Okie, that little house. And then on to the 6th. The 6th, I did some work for my committee for my fraternity, so I'm going to use another doodle from the Paperly Boutique. This is her little laptop doodle, and I think I might use like a box or something, just because I do have some little quarter boxes in the kit, and I think it would be, nice to mix them in. So I'm going to grab a blue, since I don't have a ton of blue yet in this area. and I'll put it on top like that to mark down, just kind of working on some stuff there. Then on to the 7th, I drove to my sister's house, and so I will put this here, and I might actually use, I was just thinking about it, I have these vacation strips that I think would actually be kind of fun to mark, like to mark in some stuff. So I'm gonna just kind of mark that in like that, and that I went to my sister's, and then of course I don't have my tool here, so let me go grab my slice tool. And then I'll just kind of slice that off. And then I came back on Monday, so that's just kind of a fun way for marking going to my sister's house. And then get that little piece off. So that's super cute. I like that. So then I'll mark going to my sister's house. And then on the 8th, my niece had her birthday party. And so I'm going to pull in one of these. I think I'm going to do the pink. The blue is just a little bright, I think, for the spread. But these are from the Paperly Bowtique. And I'm going to mark it right here on the side to mark down that we had her birthday party. And then on the 9th, we had my graduation party for my family in Wisconsin. And so I think I'm going to use one of these like pink banners. These are from Rory's Sweet Addictions. And I think I'm just going to, let's see, how can I layer this? I think I'm going to layer it this way. And I'll cover up a little bit of the vacation strip, but that'll be okay. And then I can write in that it was my graduation party. And then on to the 10th, I drove home and I had lots of Happy Mail at home. So I was going to use this little sticker that says Happy Mail on it. I'm not quite sure what shop I got this from. I wanted to say Mellow Paper Studio, but I'm not sure that's actually right. But I got it off as some sort of a sampler. But I just had a lot of Happy Mail from being gone over the weekend. And then on the 11th, I went to Burger King for breakfast. And when I was younger, when I was in kindergarten, pretty sure it was the whole year I was in kindergarten, my dad and I went to Burger King like pretty much every day, which, I mean, honestly, that doesn't sound healthy, but, you know, we did it. Oh, sorry about that. My was like had like a frog stuck in my throat. But we went to Burger King like every day for breakfast, and so I just always have like fond memories of Burger King like for that. And I can't say that I really eat at Burger King, or I don't really like their like lunches or anything like that, but I love their Burger King breakfast, and so I was craving it this day, and so I went and got one. And that little croissant sticker is from the sticker party, because we always have like the croissant sandwiches. And then on to the 12th. The 12th, I went to Kohl's, and I was there for forever. I love Kohl's. And so when I graduated, I knew I was going to get like a Kohl's charge card and all that jazz, and I was waiting until I was established and everything. And so I wanted to open up a Kohl's charge card, and so I wanted to go shopping, and so I like meandered through the aisles for a while, and then it just took a really long time because, you know, signing up for the card, and then I had to order a pair of shoes, and it was just a kind of a mess. I had to order them over the phone so that I could still get the discount and use my Kohl's charge card that I didn't have yet because it was going to come in the mail in 10 to 14 days or whatever. And so I was there for like 2.5 hours, but you know, got it all done. So I was using this little clothes sticker from Planneresque to mark my really long shopping excursion. Then on the 13th, I wanted to try out, I bought a pair of compression socks when I was at Kohl's, and I just figured, oh, you know, compression socks, those are probably a good thing to have because you're on your feet all day as a pharmacist. You know, you don't get any breaks, you don't get a lunch, nothing like that. And so I thought, you know, compression socks are probably good, so then 20 years I don't have a bunch of varicose veins. And the first day I tried them out, it was, they made my legs numb and they hurt, and so I was like, I don't think this is working quite right. But then I think I got used to them, and now they are really wonderful, and I'm gonna buy more pairs. But this little cat sticker is like dressed up as a doctor, and I'm just gonna use that to mark wearing my compression socks, and I'm not sure where that cat is from. So then on the 14th, I wanted to mark down that I bought a new laptop. I had been wanting to buy a laptop for a while. Just my laptop's kind of been on the fritz. I got it as like a graduation present for high school, and so it was just time. My laptop, you know, just really needed to be replaced. And so I had been researching it. My brother-in-law, he's like techie and whatnot, so I told him that asked him for his help. And so finally, like, committed, bought the laptop, was trying to buy it so it would be delivered on Monday, and then of course it was delivered on Tuesday, but that's okay. It came before I left for work, so then it wasn't sitting out all day, which I was really thankful for. And then this little computer girl is from Panda Bird Design. And then on to the 15th. The 15th, we had like a little street fair that was called Street Eats, and it was just really fun because they had all sorts of different like food vendors and food trucks, and you know, like a live band, and so that was really fun to go to after work, and like super delicious food, even though they were like closing by the time I got there, you know, kind of on the last hour of the event, and so there were some things that were sold out, but I still felt like I got some really good food. So then on to the 16th. The 16th we ordered pizza at work, which is always just kind of fun because, you know, it's always kind of fun, but just because you get pizza and it's kind of celebratory. We weren't too busy, so it was just nice. And so I'm going to use another box. And then I'm going to use one of these pizza stickers. These are from Nikki +3, and I think I'm going to have to go with a pink one. Maybe I'll go with this kind of peach shade, and I'll put that there just to mark down that we ordered pizza. And of course the pizza place is like right next door, so it's really nice and easy. Then on the 17th, I deep cleaned my apartment just because I was going to have guests in town, and like I had my sister in town for a couple of days, and then I had my grandparents in town for a couple of days, and so I like definitely wanted to clean my apartment, so it was good for them to come and see. And so I'm going to use just one of these little, this shop isn't open anymore, but these are little like toilet brush stickers to mark down that I deep cleaned my apartment and like binged my audiobook, and it was really nice. So then on the 18th, my sister came to visit, and so I have this little Happy Daya sticker, and I think I'm going to use another one of these little vacation strips, and I think I'm going to go with the blue. And so she came like the 18th, I guess I'll put it up here, kind of like I did the car. So she came the 18th and then left on the 20th. And so we had like one full day, and then like came late, left early kind of a thing. But it was super nice that she made the journey up because, you know, I drive and see her a lot. And so she wanted to reciprocate and see where I was living and all that jazz. And especially because she just finished her maternity leave this like past week, and so her getting to come and see it before she was back at work and probably wouldn't have had time to come and see me anyways, was just really nice. So I'm going to just use this Happy Daya sticker to mark that, and I'll write it down here. So then on the 19th, I got to show her around and, you know, kind of show her my town. So I'm going to use this little camera sticker. Again, I'm not really sure where this is from, but it's just a really cute little, like, I can't think of what the camera is actually called, but I got to show her around, so, you know, kind of a camera for seeing the sights, so to speak. Especially because I use car stickers a lot, and so I'm running out of my car stickers. I need more. Then on to the 20th. The 20th we were super stormy at work, and so my sister left first thing in the morning, kind of when I went to work, but then I was obviously at work for working, and it was my 12-hour day, and so we had, the storms got really bad around like 2 o'clock or so, and then our phones went out for a little while, and then all of a sudden our power went out, and it was only out for like, you know, 30 seconds, but then of course all the computers had to restart, and it just took a really long time, and you know, we had people that were trying to come to the drive-thru, and we couldn't, when our phones weren't working, like, that's how we communicate, is through the phones, and so then we had, you know, people that were, you know, upset that the drive-thru wasn't working, and so it was just kind of like, no, I don't want there to be storms and the power going out, and so it just kind of made for like a busy afternoon because we were trying to catch up from like the 30-minute reboot of everything. And that little like sad storm cloud is from JLynnPaperCo. And then on the 21st, my grandparents came. So it was like a super quick turnaround. Like my sister left and then my grandparents came. So again, I'm going to use another one of these vacation strips. And it was nice because they had really wanted to see my apartment, and I figured it would be too much of a drive for them because my grandpa doesn't drive anymore because he's, you know, kind of older, and he has like memory problems now, and so my grandma's the only one that drives, and so it's quite a long drive for her, but thankfully they were able to, you know, come out and everything, so I really appreciated that. But then they left pretty quick, like they left on Sunday, and I thought they would have stayed later because it was such a long drive, and, you know, they're retired, they don't have like work and stuff to go to, but they always keep really busy, and so they had, I think they had something on Tuesday that they had to go to, but they wanted to be back Monday for it or something like that, which is fine, but it was just, seemed like a lot of driving for them not being here as long as I thought they would. And then I'm going to use one of these little heart stickers. These are from JLynnPaperCo, just to mark them coming into town and getting to show them around and everything. So then on to the 22nd, we went and saw the movie, Oh, A Simple Favor. And probably not really my grandparents' like movie type. I heard it was really good, and then I really liked it, but I'm like, I don't think they really liked it that much, but still, it was kind of nice to go to the movies, and like they had the really nice chairs in the theater I was at, so that was good. And then moving on to the 23rd, I pulled out this sticker to mark down knitting, but now I'm like, I have a very small sliver to work with, so I'm going to pull out my knitting stickers, and I'm going to see what I have to work with, because I know I have my little knitting. So this is the small and this is the tiny. So I think I might just pull out a tiny for this, because I think I'm going to do blue. So that's a good blue. I think I'm just going to do the tiny for this because I learned a new like knitting stitch. Not the knit stitch. I learned how to purl. So, but it was a new type of stitch, I guess. And so, and I like resumed knitting after a very long hiatus. So, I'll just kind of squeeze that in there. So then on to the 24th. The 24th, there was construction that started on a bridge, and so like the bridge separates, you know, the two parts of town, like the newer part and the older part. And so I live on the newer part, I work on the newer part, I do most of my stuff on the one side of town, but like my church, the library are on the other side. And so, you know, it's kind of inconvenient now that this is going on. But it was just funny because this was the first day it was closed, and I went to the gym that morning, and I must have watched 50 people do U-turns because You know, there was a sign that said, you know, road closed further up. And it even said what road it closed at. But people just like zigzagged through the sign, not believing it, got down, realized they couldn't go that way, and then had to like U-turn back to go around to the detour. So it was actually very entertaining, but, you know, just kind of funny. And I didn't know what to use for road construction because I didn't know if I should use a car or something, but I had this little don't forget script sticker from the Paperly Bowtique from an old kit, and so I thought that would be good to mark there. And then on the 25th, I realized that I had a book that was overdue at the library, and I like just completely spaced it. I get the emails from the library when books are getting due, and I had gotten an email saying that one book was due, but then I didn't scroll down and see that another book was due, and then yeah, just totally spaced it. And then I realized that day that it should be due soon, and then I realized it had been due like a week beforehand. So then I got to the library, and then they said, oh, we don't do fines anymore. So it ended up being just like weirdly convenient that I didn't have to pay a fine, but I also think that's very odd that they didn't charge a fine, because, you know, what incentive do people have to turn it in if they're not going to get a fine for it? So then I guess in the future, if I'm almost done with the book and it's due today, then I could always finish it and turn it in tomorrow, kind of thing. But that is from Sticker Okie, the little book stack. So then on the 26th, I signed up. I had been talking to a lady from work, or from church, and because I said, you know, I'd like to volunteer with the religious education program, you know, just kind of throw me wherever you need me, and I'd really like to help. And so I really wanted to use this sticker, but I'm like, I don't know, it kind of looks weird with a quarter box, so maybe I will just not use this quarter box. It would look really cute with a half box. These little pencils are from xo.mamaplans, and they were really cute, but I'll just put it up in the corner instead. Yeah, and so I said, you know, I can help wherever, you know, just let me know. And then she said they were gonna have to cancel their first grade program if they didn't find a teacher. So voila, I signed up, and I just got back from my first class, and it was a little wild, but I have plenty of ideas for next week to make things better. But it just kind of, you know, the spacing of things, and, you know, trying to keep different activities to keep their attention. It just kind of got wild near the end because I lost their attention, and, you know, next week I'll do better, but it was good. So I survived. So then on the 27th, we just had a really busy day at work, and I ended up giving 29 shots, which is pretty good because, I mean, we're in the midst of flu season, so, you know, you obviously have a lot of flu shots, but we had gotten more of the shingles vaccine in, and that has been on back order for forever, and so we just like don't get a ton in, and we got like 20 in on Monday. So it was just a really busy day though, because it was a busy day, gave a lot of shots, you know, so I came home tired, but I felt accomplished. So that little pharmacist sticker is from Happy Daya, and then I'll just write that in. And since I worked alone, you know, as the pharmacist, I gave all 29 of those shots, and so that was pretty impressive in my mind. So then moving on to the 28th, I had been getting a cold, like it started coming on Tuesday night, and then on Wednesday I didn't really feel good. I kind of napped a lot and stuff, and then, you know, just kind of kept progressively getting kind of worse, and I really wanted soup, and I didn't have soup. But this day I finally went out, got the ingredients, and made, what did I make? I made African peanut stew, and it was delicious. So that is a little doodle from the Paperly Bowtique, just marked down like getting groceries and making soup. And then on the 29th, I turned on my heat, and it did not turn on, so I, you know, had to email them to have them try to come and fix my heat. Of course, it didn't come until Monday, and even then they didn't come while I was at work on Monday. I came home to find an email saying, well, you know, is it still broken? Well, yeah, because you didn't come and fix it. And then, so they finally came to fix it on Monday, and then it took like 3 people to fix it. So thankfully it is all fixed now. I have to laugh because now I'm almost getting hot in my apartment. Probably need to just turn it down a little bit. But this is from Sticker Okie, and I just thought it would be cute because I don't have a fireplace, and so, you know, I thought that'd be cute to mark like my heat. And then on the 30th, I just had like a really nice relaxing night. So I was gonna use one of these from xo.mamaplans. I think I'll be able to squeeze it in, hopefully. Yeah, pretty okay. I probably just need to remove this Fall Begins. I think that's just not gonna work. Kind of ripped up the paper, but it will be okay. And then I can move my icon down, or even keep my icon where it's at. It doesn't really matter, but I could write it down there. And we'll just stick it right there. Cool. So that looks a little bit better. It's hard with a holiday and like these smaller boxes. Just don't afford much room to write stuff in. So anyways, that was how my month turned out. So, you know, nice busy month, but very rewarding. I had lots of family time, and like I said, having visitors, like two sets of visitors in 1 week was very, it was a lot of work, but it was very rewarding, and it was really nice to be able to entertain people, you know. So I really liked it. So anyways, I love how the spread is turning out. Hopefully I don't ruin it with my lettering, and yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will just catch you in my next video. Bye now.